A very good afternoon, Team Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And this afternoon, we need to take a look on important matters. There was was it a rally? President Emerson Mnangagwa was in Masvingo on a National Youth Day celebration rally. And during that particular moment, Vice President Mohadi was given an opportunity to address. Remember, Vice President Chiwenga is not in the country, is out on official business. And VP Mohadi was given an opportunity to address, and he made a mistake. One mistake which Mohadi made was to support the 2030 Mnangagwa campaign. And we need to take a look onto that clip.
2030. 2030. 2030. Masingade. Masingade.
So this is a very dangerous precedence which is being taken right here. And the President Emerson Mnangagwa was there. And you are hearing the Vice President Mohadi affirming the same position. Yeah, 2030 Mnangagwa Nengewa Chipo. This is completely unconstitutional and completely unlawful. Even if they are to amend the constitution, there is no way President Emerson Mnangagwa will be the president post 2028. And if they are to do that, I always say there are so many people with different interests, and there are so many people who have been positioning themselves to be in power. So when the decimation of Nelson Chamisa's party, elections being rigged, elections being stolen, and people keeping quiet, powerful people keeping quiet, it was a strategic move by them to say, okay, if Nelson Chamisa is eliminated, if we remove Nelson Chamisa from the picture, then we have a chance to. So this definitely becomes a dangerous stance altogether, and you start to see these people actually starting to think of some new strategies to make sure that they protect themselves, they defend themselves. I know that these people does have enough intelligence to determine what is happening, or to understand what is happening, or what is being planned behind the scenes. They know everybody, they know each other, and they will have to act when the time is right for them to act. But the major question is, who is going to be a front to make such decisions? Because remember, President Mnangagwa will still be president when all these moves are being made or being taken. Then it becomes more difficult for individuals to oppose directly that move, which means there will be a lot of underground works, a lot of underground homeworks to be done to make sure that they stop that ascendancy. And that is the moment where you start to see the importance of people like President Nelson Chamisa in the whole sequence, because he is the only person who will be able to directly challenge Mnangagwa to say, you cannot amend the constitution to benefit yourself, you cannot go beyond 2028. And he's the only person who can publicly say Agenda 2030 is dangerous and will not happen. So that is when you start view of this situation, which means that to those who are saying Chamisa Apera, they have to rethink, because it's not yet done. There is that element you need, which is Nelson Chamisa is going to be at the center of everything, which means what could happen is that they could try to strike a balance, find some evidence to deal with the regime, because the only way to be able to stop this regime will be to find a legal loophole or a legal way to launch everything. So I can take you back. Remember, the constitution can be amended, a referendum can be amended to remove 2 terms. And President Mnangagwa could argue, let's say he has been brought before a parliament to actually answer. He could simply explain and say, I see 2 terms as a very few for a president to execute what he needs to execute. So I'm simply spearheading the terms to be extended, but I'm not going to be the candidate. He can simply deny and nothing will happen. So that is very important to understand. So what is needed then is somebody from the opposition, so as to try and create a legitimate position to deal with the situation as it may be. So this is going to be a very interesting moment, Team Zimbabwe, and the only legal action which might be taken will be to bring proof that elections in Zimbabwe were rigged, and Nelson Chamisa was illegally removed as the head of state. Because once you win the elections, you are now the head of state of that particular country. So the only way that can be rectified will be to bring in to the picture and also in Chamisa the legitimately elected person and individual, so as to deal with that matter at a different level. So a lot will be involved, and I believe that is the most um, uh, brilliant direction to actually take. So it is what it is. But one thing for sure is that Kembo Mohadi is plunging this country into chaos, because the moment he starts to openly support President Emerson Mnangagwa like that, and President Mnangagwa does not correct that, then you have to know that the country is headed for trouble. Remember, VP Chiwenga is officially supposed to take over from President Mnangagwa within ZANU-PF ranks, and the direct support of Kembo Mohadi for the 2030 agenda without VP Chiwenga, it shows that this is a direct clash, and a lot is happening underground. The major question is, who will succeed, who will win? That is a very important question.